What's up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys a quick little video. With this one, we're going to be talking about YouTube censorship, and it's hitting a lot of channels. So, I'm a gaming channel slash gun channel, and I will pretty much talk about anything that I want and I find interesting. And well, what I've noticed is a lot of channels, not just gun tubers, but gun tubers have gotten hit really, really hard. We're very limited on what we could show or do on YouTube without getting flagged, banned, pretty much limited on what we can do and say. And a lot of channels have been getting hit and hit hard. And then on top of a lot of the manosphere channels, like the ones that are talking about red pill, or like the ones who are mainly talking about like men's mental health or men's well-being, anything that's talking about positivity for men, have been getting hit hard and have been getting doxxed, removed, all that other kind of stuff. So it's kind of funny because a lot of social media people, it is a plus that, Susan Wachowski or however you say her freaking last name, at least she's leaving. But at the same time, I'm not too hopeful for this next guy. So I'm hoping things do change. I'm hoping that YouTube takes like a good stern look at what they've been censoring and how it's affecting a lot of people on YouTube. Because gaming channels have been getting hit hard, especially with Hogwarts. People play Hogwarts, and there's people coming out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, this is such a misogynistic game. This is transphobic." Yeah, no, it's a legitimately good game. I've been loving playing that game. There's gay people in the game. There's a transsexual character in the game. There are straight people in the game. It is a fun game. It is literally a fun game. So stop freaking out about the game. Okay? And why is it that all the gun channels that are literally just teaching you gun safety, proper gun etiquette, how to reload, how to be safe with guns, why is it that they are getting hit with strikes and having them to be forced to remove videos because of certain things that go against YouTube's terms of service, but yet you can literally find videos of people reviewing sex dolls or sex toys, and the reason for that is sexual health and well-being, which yeah, for someone to be healthy 100%, especially mentally, you know, that kind of thing helps. But the fact of the matter is that you can literally watch full out sex dolls, and like some of the videos I have seen on YouTube, they're all like mostly all really attractive women, barely wearing anything. And then there's a few dudes who do reviews on them, but it's like it's extremely inappropriate. Now, to each their own. But these are people who literally have ads on their videos. They have ads on their videos, they're monetized, they're making money on these videos, and it's perfectly fine. And these people are being extremely vulgar and perverse and all this other kind of stuff. And I am somewhat conservative, despite the fact that I am a heathen. And no, I'm not Christian or, any of that kind of stuff. But I don't quite understand why people want to divide themselves so much. Who cares about your skin color? Who cares about, whether you're a boy or a girl, alien, blue face? I don't care. We're all human. We're all people. We're all earthlings. Whatever you want to put it. We all were born on this planet. We're all the same, minus a few minor differences. Stop freaking out, man. Or woman, or whatever. Just calm down. It's okay. Breathe. Most of us, we don't care. We care about honesty and integrity. So as long as you're honest with people and you have integrity and honor and a whole lot of other kind of stuff, we don't care what you do in your bedroom. We don't care if, you want to be walked like a dog, or, you treated like a baby, or whatever else. You think that, like, you being the way you are, that this is something new and it's never happened before? You're the first one? No! Matter of fact, actually, for a lot of you people who are like men to women and women to men, and like, oh hey, this is new. We're spreading the word. Um, One of the FBI, and I'm just saying one. I'm pretty sure several of them, but the number one, that I think the very first lead of the FBI was a crossdresser. So it's not new. So a lot of people my age and older, we honestly don't care. Like, if you want to do what you want to do it. But leave the kids alone. Okay? Leave the kids alone. And with the fact that YouTube Kids, and this is where I'm really irritated with it, because YouTube, which is meant for 18 and up, is massively censored when it comes to certain things. Like, mainly anything that's center and or right leaning and or right. And I mean, like, far right or whatever else. If you are white and you're saying anything about anything else, you are vilified, unless you're talking positively about people on this side. But people on this side, whether they're white, brown, yellow, or any other color, they can be as racist and as violent as they want, and nothing happens to them. And it comes down to what they say on their videos that they place on YouTube, what they do out in public, and everything else. When you look at this and this side, you don't see violence, you don't see anything being burnt down, or anyone getting beat up, or anything else. Over here, you are, and a lot of people know this. So it just makes no sense that a lot of these people who are highly intelligent but too emotional can't see the fact that what's going on is meant to actually make America weaker. Because while we are fighting and arguing about pronouns and sexual orientation and all this other kind of stupid stuff, other countries are getting stronger and smarter. We need to stop doing what we're doing right now, and we need to focus on the fact that we're all Americans. This is a great country, and if this country was as bad as most of you think, who are just a bunch of spoiled ass brats, yeah, I said that. Oh yeah, spoiled ass brats. That's what you are. You're like the rich kid who didn't get the car they wanted for their sweet 16. So now you're throwing a temper tantrum because you didn't get what you want. That is what America is doing right now. We have one half who's just, wants to go to work, pay their taxes, have fun, on the weekends, whether it be shooting guns, playing video games. It does not matter what you do for fun, as long as what you do for fun does not negatively affect someone physically, such as harm physically. Emotionally is one thing. You control your emotions, so let people enjoy themselves. Stop freaking out about certain stuff and everything else, but literally let's come together as Americans. Let's better our education. Let's make this country stronger. Let's stop giving money to other countries, and let's take care of our people. The people who migrate here legally, the people who have grown up here, the people of America who actually pay their taxes to make sure that the federal government is actually where they are now, which is something I believe to where it's like, you know what, IRS needs to go, like federal taxes need to go, federal government needs to go, because they don't do anything. The ATF does nothing. The IRS really legitimately does do nothing. And in all honesty, a lot of what we have when it comes to leadership currently, president, vice president, and a few other kind of people that we have, They just need to step down, leave, and let us appoint people who will actually do it. Now, there will be people out there who go, oh, well, it doesn't matter if we appoint somebody, that person will be corrupt or they'll be a liar. It's like, yes, that's a possibility. But if you're a good person, there's other good people out there. You can't sit there and have that narrow-minded way of thinking of, oh, well, all politicians are evil and bad. Career politicians, yes. I would definitely not dispute that. Majority of them or all of them, you never know who has skeletons in their closet, especially government officials. We never know. But there's a reason why everyone wants to come here. And it's not because we're racist. It's not because we are misogynistic. It is not because we are the worst country in the world. It's because we are the best country in the world. That's why people want to migrate here. Migrants built this country. The original people who moved here because they wanted religious freedom. It wasn't just about Christianity. No, they wanted religious freedom. So for a lot of the Christians and Catholics and everything else out there, that's what we were founded for, and you know that. Now, yes, Christians founded it, or technically a sect of Christianity, but this country was built by people of many religions, many backgrounds, and many races. This is not a racist country. We are the best country. Now, of course, is there racism here? Hell yes, there is. There's no disputing that. There's racism from white people, black people, brown people. It does not matter. Every human being of any culture and any race has the capability of racism. But because of your color does not mean you're racist. Your actions and how you treat people and what you say to people would definitely dictate that. So, um, yeah. Now, some of this will come into a lot of people will be like, well, this was kind of like a needless rant. You were talking about YouTube censorship. Yes, actually, because all that stuff I talked about, one group of people can actually say what they want and have no recourse for it. It does not matter. But there's another group out there who can't. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to YouTube censorship. But not even just censorship on YouTube. It's just there's a group of people you really can't have a conversation with without them getting violent or super emotional. And that's what makes us one of the best countries in the world, and the best is because we used to be able to have conversations with one another despite our differences, whether it be political, philosophical, or anything else. We were able to sit down, have a conversation, dispute and talk about what our beliefs are and how we feel, and then try to find a middle ground. We used to be able to do that. Now it's more of I want, I want, I want. I demand, I demand, I demand. Which sounds like spoiled brats. And a lot of these spoiled brats are why YouTube, Google, and a lot of other big name, Facebook, Meta, whatever you want to call yourself now, are censoring what people are saying. But literally, sorry, I got so much in my brain, but literally anyone who is either, a Christian, a Catholic, anyone who is of religious belief, anyone who is conservative, anyone who is right leaning, blue collar style, whatever, most of them are all being silenced and or being forced to water down what they want to say, because if they say it, they'll be either removed off of social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. But that's the thing. We have free speech, and the thing is, free speech means even if you don't like it, even if it hurts your feelings, we still have the right to say what we want to say. You have the right to say what you want to say. Everyone in this country has the right to say what they want to say. And the censorship needs to stop on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. All of it. So, I mean, for a lot of our senators and governors, I highly suggest, hey, take a good look at what Google, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff is doing, and say, hey, look, you cannot censor free speech. And if you do, you cannot be here. You cannot operate in the United States. Period. Which then means they're going to have to go somewhere else. And then at that point in time, they're going to have to hope that where they go, they'll make more money. Because a lot of these people who are also communists don't like anyone who technically makes that kind of money. But yet they support Google. They support big tech. They support a lot of people just because they're somewhat getting that support. But what they don't understand is they're keeping it going. And that's what they want. They're using that group of people to make money. And this group of people don't realize it. Which is another reason why a lot of other people on this side are being silenced, because they're telling these people, hey, you do know that technically you, by purchasing these subscriptions from, these certain kind of people that you like watching on YouTube, which is, money being transferred from one hand to another. Well, there you go. We need to be able to talk freely. We need to be able to share what we think and even how we feel. Because, even feeling, now being emotional and sharing feelings are way different. But we need to get back to that point to where YouTube used to be what it used to be. I mean, as long as you aren't showing anything graphical or super violent, and I mean like as in what you used to be able to find on YouTube and some other kind of stuff, which I mean would get removed once it was found out by YouTube, which makes sense. But that's where we need to get back to. We need to get back to true free speech. Free speech is not hate speech. And the thing is, even so, even if it's hateful, as long as it's not harmful, such as inciting riots or violence or having an outcry for violence, then yes, it should not be allowed. But that's how that works. This is supposed to be a quick video. This is like almost 20 minutes long. But yeah, YouTube censorship is big, and it's not just YouTube. It's everywhere. Literally everywhere. Let's go back to what America used to be, which is loving your neighbor, yourself, and this country. Okay? Let's try to get back to that. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you all enjoy it. If you actually are like-minded, contact your senators, your governors. Voice your opinions on how you feel about, big tech doing what they're doing, and how if they're going to continue what they're going to do, they're going to have to switch a few things around. So, hopefully, you guys share this, like it, whatever. Get the voice out there where it comes to, censorship, and I mean censorship in general. And, let's get back to America being one of the greatest places ever. Later, guys.